Magic V8 Monkey Paw. You're watching JaybirdTV. The very first route is a blue pinch heavy V7 on the overhanging upstairs wall. It starts down low. You'll see me start crossed because that allows me to move up to the next hold, get a nice monkey paw going. Come into that right hand, match it, get my feet up, and on this first go, I try and match both my hands on that pinch. Turn them around and go up left. And I thought I'd be able to catch that. I was not able to. I discovered there was a stand start, so I did that. So come into that right hand, saves me an extra move. This time I experiment getting a left pinch. I find the bottom one's better. Get set up, get the left foot there, and this puts me in a much better position to hit that next side turned pinch. I'm able to walk my feet out, and my foot comes off as I try and butt my hand. So the shirt's off, now you know it's serious. Do that nice stand start, move into these first pinches. I know what to expect from the beta now. This time, get my hand a little bit higher, bump it even higher. The top of the hold's actually pretty solid. Get the right hand on so I can turn my left and hit the first of the 3 slopey top holds. Top one feels pretty far away. You crimp on them, but they're slopey, so it's very interesting. This foot felt extremely high. It felt like I was putting my foot near where my chest was. So you see me kind of get my knee on there, but getting that foot up, and it's just too much time under tension. So getting set here once again. I was surprised that top section is definitely the crux, definitely the hard section. Hitting this big side turn pinch, and boom, this time getting really set, really secure. Switching my hand once again and moving into these slopey top holds. I'm really cranking down hard with my fingers. Hit that top one and adjust my weight. And this time I just really squeeze the core and get my foot up. And it still feels pretty scrunched, so I do bump my right hand up. And I apologize you cannot see the top hold, but just another pinch very similar to the rest of the route. I promise it was the same one. So here we are, pink V7. It's a really cool route. Once again, the tougher section is at the top, but not to say that the rest of it is a breeze. So starting down low, pinch those first 2 starting holds and hit these 2 crimps. Kind of walk your feet out, and here I really tighten the core. Boom, hit that. Walk the feet up. Get the left hand up and the left foot high on that. Move out to those 2 pretty solid crimps and get a high heel. From here I cross under, get my foot on that foot chip, and then hit this long juggy pinch. Get the right left hand up and get that heel set and go for this next crimp. Now the top 2 crimps are pretty bad. You'll see I switch my heel to a toe there and it pops out. Once again, it feels kind of scrunched. My left leg was also caught under that roof section there. So you'll see a difference in my beta here on this next go. So moving to the bottom in a very similar manner. Sticking that move. That move feels pretty cool. You just tense up when you hit it. Walk my feet up, left hand out, get the high right heel, bring the right hand under, left foot on the chip, out to the big pinch, foot up. Now watch what I do with my feet here. Once I get my left hand up, I actually match feet, get the heel on, then I opt to go up to the crimp, and then I switch my heel to a toe. Now my left is actually underneath me and gets past the wall there. You can kind of see. So I hit this last crimp, and I actually struggled at the top. Someone had to encourage me, and that's me kind of turning around being like, thanks, bro. My buddy TJ, if you're watching this, thanks, man. So yeah, kind of an intense top out, but really solid route. I like that one. Next, we're looking at a Burley V6 on the same overhanging comp wall section. This one's pretty tricky. Gets a little bit powerful, and I have some beta that may look harder, but actually feels easier. So these first two pinches, a little worse than you might expect, but definitely good enough to use. Move out to these 3 big holds, and I love this movement. Just feels so cool. Match feet so I can get the high right foot, cross over, and get over the lip. This is where I opt to just campus up. Trying to keep your feet on almost results in you swinging out more. So by campusing, I'm able to control it and make the movement feel a bit easier, to be honest. Once again, I apologize you can't see the top hold, but it's just a big green hold. Just topping it out there. We are now moving on to the Magic Monkey Paw V8. This is flat holds set on a flat wall, and Death Rat, I hope you see that I put 7B and not 8B. So get your feet pretty widespread for the start. Get those 2 little holds and move out left. And the first flat hold is pretty good. Definitely have to keep some tension. Feels like the 45-degree good holds on the Beastmaker 2000, if you're familiar. Hit that left undercling, and this is interesting. Now you go out, squeeze with your right hand, move your weight down onto your feet, and then really engage the back and the lats. Come in, hit that next one. Feels like you're trying to rip open some elevator doors. And I didn't control it enough. So this problem was really hard. And you'll notice that I've sped this up. The reason that I sped it up is because I don't know how many times I tried it, but it was a lot of attempts. So just for all of your sake, I basically sped this up, but I wanted to include how many climbs I did. I mean, how many times I climbed this. I wanted to show that there was a little bit of heart and soul put into this. So there are some small realizations I have. That is one of them, that after I hit the left monkey paw, I need to get the right on. The reason I need to get the right on is because I have to switch the left hand around, and that's the only position that is solid enough to do so. But it feels really insecure. I tried just matching that left hold quite a few times because it feels like it should go, but it never does. It's set really specifically. You kind of need to get all 3 monkey paws. Now, when I do it in isolation, which I do a couple of times, it feels really solid. I'm able to match the hold, and the ending is crimpy and powerful, but I can do it. I can bear down, and it feels like more a matter of will rather than the delicate, kind of almost fragile movement that is the rest of it. And when I say fragile, I don't mean that it doesn't require an immense amount of strength. I just mean that if you mess up one small thing, it won't go. So even sometimes I'll fall off the first crux, getting the left hand out to those big wedge flat holds. There's a little bit of flossing. You gotta break up the million attempts with a bit of flossing. So here I slowed this down. So here you see me hitting the right monkey paw. I attempt to move my feet around to give myself some sort of advantage and switch that left hand around. And I just cannot make it go. It just felt so in my reach. It felt like it was right there. I really thought I was gonna send this. And this actually is over the course of 2 sessions. The rest of the climbs I did all in 1 session, as well as about half these attempts. I came the next day and only worked this and still did not send it. Had to brush it off almost after every go just because it gets so greasy. But there we have me climbing in isolation again. The ending doesn't feel that bad. I clearly can do the beginning. So, man, this thing just felt just right out of reach. So close. Frustrating, but inspiring, and clearly fun enough to climb a million times. So there's Mike Beanick. He's the head setter. Shout out to the man. He's the one who is helping make all this happen. So huge shout out to him. Now, these are my last 2 goes. I still had them sped up, but I slowed them down a little bit, just so you get a feel for what my beta is like after all the hard work put in. So, moving up those slopers. Get that right hand on. And my weight just comes out, so I decided to move on and finish up with this really fun V5. I just kept looking at it, trying the 8, and really wanted to try it because I knew it was kind of dynamic and fun. So make that crosswing move up right there and grab that and prepare for a bigger dynamic move. Feet cut, feels really good. Those holds are pretty solid. Lock in that heel hook, move to the next big black. They're pretty juggy holds. Kind of slap out here, walk your feet over to the wall, come into these last 2 holds, and I get a high foot and drop knee, and then just finish it up. Really fun, really good route. So guys, I'm gonna get that magic monkey paw route. Stay tuned for the next episode of JaybirdTV because I'm going at it. Much love, fam. Peace.